fifth dimension. Right now, or at least for now, we can practice astral unfolding, right? Astral travel, and for sure, in fact, during some conferences of this free cycle, we are going to learn. There are some conferences, a few conferences where we are going to be taught about how to be successful in the astral travel, right? While arrives the day where we already have created our own astral body through the wise practice of suprasex. Now, the mental body, the solar mental body, exactly the same as this one. We just have here an embryo of the mental body, right? This is the correct and the specific order of the different 5 creations of these inner bodies to know and to have real representation in the higher dimensions of universe, okay? And the final one that we are going to create in this first process, there are some other, there are 2 other processes that the conference are going to teach us during the rest of the process of this cycle of conferences. The other one is the solar will body, also called cause body or will body. Okay, but first of all, we are knowing the basic dimensions of universe to have the right later to, for sure, know the rest of the dimensions of the universe, right? Now, despite that we are going to receive the information in detail about how to practice correctly suprasex, we are going to be right now, we're going to give right now, the conference is going to give us right now the procedure in detail also about how to practice it, okay? Some terms, some words probably are going to be a little bit strange or rare or weird from some of you, but during the rest of the conferences, we are going to receive the meanings of those words to finally understand the entire information, okay? This is a gradual process. So I ask you to please have patience with your own process, because knowing ourselves is something for titans. Excuse me for saying you this, but is for people that from the bottom of their hearts really want to change themselves and are willing to follow the correct order, the correct discipline to finally see the results in themselves. Let's see the basic information about the suprasexual intercourse. Now, this is only possible when we get married, okay? This is only possible for couples that already are married, right? When we are dating someone, this is not accepted by the divine hierarchies, okay? They only accept these suprasexual practices for those that already are living together, okay? That already are married, right? The first thing is obviously a tranquil place. Remember that our master bedroom is a temple. Our master bedroom is a temple. It's a sacred place, right? So the first thing to understand is the only in our master bedroom we should practice sexual alchemy, right? It is going to be a tranquil place. Please do not try to don't have a TV or strong images on your walls, because this is a place where we are going to create incredible and unique energies, okay? Unknown incredible energies that are going to give us a specific and special vibration to practice the suprasex, to create the inner bodies. The first thing is that. Second one, there are some, like the inner petition. It's necessary to make an inner petition. Excuse me, please. It's necessary to make an inner petition to our divine parents. Each one of us have his own divine parents, right? We do have our divine mother, which is the female part, the feminine part of God inside of each one of us. And we also have our inner father. Our inner parents are different parts of our own inner being, right? Each one of them has their own missions, right? So with natural worlds, with a spontaneous petition or pray, we are going to pray to them mentally, asking them for protection, for enlightenment, okay? Trying to be prudent, trying to be perseverant, right, with the practice. And the most important thing here, the secret of this practice, of this suprasexual practice, is to reflect on the idea, on the goal that it's not accepted to spill our own sexual energy, right? Because we are going to transmute our own sexual energy, right, to put it in our own dorsal spine. But this is going to be a gradual process, right? Anyway, we are explaining right now the process of the art, and after the inner petition to the inner parents, the couple starts with caresses and kisses to light the fire, obviously. Caresses and kisses to light the fire, right? After both of them are excited enough, there is the sexual connection, right? There is the penetration from the phallus into the yoni, the male phallus into the female yoni, right? As soon as this is correctly done, right, we are going to start immediately working with a respiratory process, with a breathing process. That breathing process has 3 different parts. The first part is the inhalation part. Remember something, here we are going to control ourselves. We don't control ourselves in the normal sexual intercourse, okay? We've been taught about a specific sexual intercourse where is the need of ejaculating, right? Of getting the orgasm. But this is something radically different, 180 grades different, totally different. In this case, we are going to transmute, to control our sexual creative energy, right? To make it ascend all the way up through the dorsal spine. So in the first part of the inhalation, we are going to inhale the air by the nostrils. We imagine how that air goes to the lungs and then to the sexual glands during approximately 20 seconds, okay? Remember those proximate times. If you, in the beginning of your process of your sexual alchemy sessions, can last 10 or 15 seconds, that's usual, that's normal, that's okay. Little by little, you are going to approach to the 20 seconds, okay? This is something proximate, right? Now, as soon as you inhale your air during this time, lasting this time, right, by your nostrils, please remember that, and slowly, little by little, you bring your air to your lungs and then to your sexual glands. You start with the second part of the breathing process, which is the retention of the air. You make the retention of the air, but at the same time, you imagine how a golden cord goes all the way up, vertebra by vertebra, until your forehead, okay? The time you're going to last retaining your air is going to be exactly the same as in the first part of the process, 20 seconds approximately. Right? Is it understood, please? I want to remind you something, please. Feel free to ask anything about this topic, about the conference, and for sure, shortly I'm going to answer you, okay, as soon as I can, right? The different details and the global idea about these different conferences, it's necessary to be understood as better as we can, okay? It has to be clear, right? And I am honestly, I am willing to answer any kind of doubt, okay? So in the retention of the air, you imagine your golden cord, a golden cord, going out from your sexual glands and going all the way up through each one of your vertebrae of your dorsal spine until you get your own forehead, okay? That space between your 2 eyebrows, right? And at the same time, remember, you're going to make the retention of the air, the one you already inhaled in the first part of the process. Then the third part of the process, of this breathing process, is the exhalation. In the exhalation, we exhale, for sure, the air pronouncing a specific mantra. This mantra, there are several mantras that are accepted by the divine hierarchies to really transmute correctly our own kundalini, our sexual creative energy, right? One very strong is the mantra I, A, O, okay? You make the inhalation of your air, trying to last this period of time. Then you make the retention of your air, Imagine at the same time the golden cord that is going all the way out through your dorsal spine, vertebra by each vertebra. And then the exhalation. In the exhalation, you're going to firstly pronouncing verbally with your partner at the same time if possible, if both of you want. If any one of you have the treasure of having a couple that accept to help you with this sexual alchemy, with this sexual intercourse, you're going to exhale your air pronouncing during 20 seconds again approximately, okay? When you finish your pronunciation with E, you stop, you make a short pause, and immediately you start again with the inhalation, making the process that I already told you, please, as better as you can. Then you make the retention of your air, imagining at the same time the golden cord during this time, and then the exhalation is going to be with the vowel, with this vowel verbally like this. During exactly the same period of time, okay? 20 seconds, if possible. Then you stop, you start again with the first part of your breathing process, then you go to the second part, and in the third part, now you're going to pronounce this vowel, saying it as follows. Lasting, if possible, 20 seconds again, okay? Okay, you can last with your couple repeating, making different amount of repetition of this specific respiratory process as many times as you want. But the advice here, probably one of the main messages here for couples that are starting with this great and unique sexual practice, suprasexual practice, is to start during the first stages of your own sexual process with, for example, this is just an advice, for example, during 5 minutes daily, right? After a period of time, probably 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 months, each couple has its own process. The couple is going to be ready to, for example, go to 10 minutes, right? After another period of time, 2, 3 months, I don't know, it depends on the couple, right? Depends on the discipline and so on. The couple can make their practices, sexual practices, during, for example, 15 minutes and so on, until the couple reach the day of, for example, maximum 1 hour per session, okay? But this is a long process that requires seriousness, perseverance, and honestly having the desire from the bottom of our hearts to really achieve something absolutely different in our lives. Right? Because this is something absolutely delicate. This is not for everyone. Many couples have started in this process, but most of them have failed, right? That's why we insist with something here, and please try to be patient. Live your own process gradually, seriously, trying to follow the different aspects, right? To reflect. Reflection here is absolutely great, is something absolutely necessary with urgency. One of the things that we say here is that please, we don't like believers, we don't like followers, and don't take it in the wrong way, please. It's very important for each one of us to develop our own capacity of thinking, okay, of reflection, right? Your own reflection, okay, your own analysis of the different points and procedures and advices and ideas and messages of all these video conferences are going to give you your own process, your own secret path, right? Well, the secret here, remember always, is to never ever, no matter what, please, no matter what, never spill your sexual creative energy through that called ejaculation or orgasm, okay? Never ever, no matter what, right? That's the unique